Welcome to the Money Watch Show. It's Thursday, November 21st. And for those of you who are hosting Thanksgiving, you got a week to go. Get your act together. This is the program that takes the mystery out of your financial life, hopefully. And we do that. The we is me, Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner. And he is Mark Talercio, my executive producer, basically my executive producer of life and also a certified financial planner. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Jill. I floated the idea by Amanda. Maybe we'd have some people over for Thanksgiving, some people that we know that are going to be in town like we are.
Yeah, like the orphans.
She wanted no part of it.
Really? Why? Because she's probably just tired. She's been working her butt off.
She's like, we'll have my parents and we're going to invite Theo's babysitter from back in the day who we keep in touch with. And she says that's it.
Oh, my God. She's a little curmudgeonly. That's usually you usually play the curmudgeon in this couple.
I know. I actually was, I was thinking, yeah, let's have some people over, have a big gathering. No.
Yeah, no, not at all. No, she says no to that. Thank you very little. All right. Well, I will be showing up at my sister's house, but I'm doing the most important thing, which is picking up my mother. So I have to go up and pick my mother up in Thursday morning and then drive out to my sister. So I will be in the car for like a good 4 hours with my mother. This is so funny. Jackie and I have this game plan that when my mother is trapped in the car, it's like having your kids trapped in the car and having the sex conversation. We're totally having a conversation about like, where do you want to live next? Because you're 85 and you ain't staying in this place forever.
West 72nd Street.
Anyway, so this is the topic of conversation among me and my friends. We cannot stop talking about our aging parents. We just can't. So if that's you, if you've got an aging parent that you're worried about, I feel your pain. And I really want to do this. I think for my next Eye in America series next year, I'm going to do aging in America. We did retirement in America. Now I want to do aging in America. I'm fascinated by this. We are living too long. I think I want to check out at 88. Can I have my check, please, at 88, and I'll be done?
That is your number, 88. 8 and 8.
8 and 8. That is I was number 8.
Very, very Chinese of you.
I know. I always, whenever I give you money, I try to have an 8 in it. And maybe it should be 88,000 would be your bonus this year. That'd be a good bonus. May help pay for the move. All right. Listen, if you guys want to get in touch with us, go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and if you'd like to join us live, all you need to do is check that box, and Magical Mark does everything else. Mark, today we are joined by Mary, who's on the line from the Midwest. Hello, Mary. How are you?
I'm great. Hello, Jill and Mark.
What's going on? How can we help you out?
Well, I have had my own kind of great money reset. I recently started a new job and some things have changed and I have some options available to me as far as long-term care insurance. So I just wanted to talk through everything with you.
You betcha. How old are you, Mary?
I just turned 50.
Oh, how does it feel?
It feels great.
Yeah, you can make a catch-up contribution now on your retirement plan, so that's good.
I'm liking this sector of our life.
Yeah, okay. I like to say that it is the Mark. I don't know if this is going to pass through the standards, but I would say it's the FU50s.
I'm embracing that.
You should, because nothing matters. Believe me, and all that stuff you worried about in your 20s and your 30s, even your 40s. It becomes so much less important in your 50s. You just like breathe, you get through it, and you're like, all right, let's move on. I got things to do. So, Mary, what is the new job? How much are you earning?
I'm earning $105,000.
Okay, that's great. And was that a big uptick for you or not?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, great. And do you have a new retirement plan for this?
I do.
What do you got?
I have access to a Roth 401k for the first time.
Okay.
And right now I'm putting in 5% and my employer matches 9%.
Wow.
But I believe their match is
in the traditional.
Yes.
So you're putting in 5%. That's great. And are you married, single?
I'm married.
She's like, I'm married. Like it's not a bad thing. It's okay. How old is the spouse?
He is 59.
Okay. Is he still working?
No, he is actually on Social Security disability.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. How much does he earn?
$2,900 a month.
Okay.
and then an additional $600 a month in VA disability.
Oh, yay. That's hard. Do you guys have kids?
Yes, they're grown and launched.
Okay, great. And how about, I'm going to get back to the retirement in a second. How about a home? Do you own your home?
Yes, we own 2 homes. Our primary is worth $250,000, and there's no mortgage on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a vacation home in Florida, also worth around $250,000, and it has a mortgage of about $130,000,
Mm-hmm.
and the interest rate's 2.99%.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Fabulous. Okay. So from the old job, did you have a retirement plan?
Yes.
Where is that now? Is that still at that place or did you roll it over somewhere?
It is. It's in Voya, which is also where the new employer is.
Yeah. Okay. How much is in the old plan?
There's an old 401k with 20,000 and an old 457 with 67,000.
Okay. Are you entitled to a pension?
I am. It's only going to be about $1,500 a month, and it starts at my
Hold
age.
on. Just hang on. Let's drop only. It's going to be $1,500 a month.
Correct.
That is fantastic. Okay. Let's pause on that. $1,500 a month. Like, that's great.
That's like having $500,000 saved right now.
Yeah, it's just like, instead of you having $20,000, you're like, I have $520,000. So, okay, so the pension, and that's at what your age? You said 62?
At 60.
Oh, 60, great. Okay, so old Voya 401k 20, old Voya 457, 67,000. Any other old stuff kicking around for either of you?
Yes. So I have an IRA with 533,000.
Delicious.
An old 403b with 3,000. And then my husband has an IRA with 480,000.
Good. Okay.
And we both have a Roth IRA. Mine has around 57,000 and his has 11,000.
Okay. This is great. This is like a lot of money you've saved already. Fantastic. So let's see. What else? Any other assets we should know about?
We have an HSA that I can no longer contribute to that has 15,000 in it.
Okay.
And then just we have a brokerage account that has 87,000. And right now we're sitting on cash of 73,000.
Okay. And when you just started this new job, so dare I ask, how long should we think about you working in this job? Is this like, are you going to go right to 10 more years for the pension, or what do you think?
You know, it's funny. The pension's actually with the previous employer.
Yep.
So that is just set. If you would have asked me when I was working at my old job, when I wanted to quit, it would have been like right now. Yes. But with the new job, I'm thinking like 5 to 10 years.
Okay. How much money do you guys need to live on?
You know, I want to say 5,000, but I've been tracking our expenses now for the last couple years, and I think we're trending more around 7.
Mark, I want to say 5, but it's actually 12. Okay, so it's really 7. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, can you explain what happens now with husband? So we're just clear. So when he turns what age does he go on to Social Security? Is it his normal full retirement age of 67 that converts, that SSDI?
I believe it converts at 62.
Okay. And then at 62, does he have to claim then? Or can he, what happens? I don't really know the answer to that.
I believe, if I'm reading everything correctly, that it just converts, the SSDI converts into regular Social Security at 62.
At a reduced rate or at that rate?
At that rate.
Okay. So at 62, he goes to Social Security and at that rate. And the VA, is that inflation adjusted or not?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, it's kind of great because we know that at his age, 62, he's got this $3,500, or right now he's got $3,500 that is inflation adjusted. Is your old pension plan inflation adjusted?
Yes.
Okay. So we know that, like, of your $7,000 that you think you need in today's dollars, you kind of got 5 already. So that's
Ooh.
pretty great, right?
And Jill, I forgot to tell you that he will also have a pension of $500 a month starting at his age 60.
Oh my gosh. And then his is 500. So we have 5,500 of your 7,000 already, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have some fun to do. Okay. Which is great. And then you will be entitled to Social Security as well, right?
Yes.
And at your age, your full retirement age, which is 67, what's your Social Security benefit?
I don't have that amount. I have it at 70.
Yeah. What is that?
$3,700 a month.
Okay. So this is great. So right now on your 105 plus his $3,500 a month, you should be okay, right? In terms of your living expenses.
Oh, yes.
And are you putting any amount of money away just, sort of methodically besides the retirement contribution of the 5% match?
At this point, no, just because we've been doing a lot of upkeep around the house. We had some projects to do. So, but I envision next year that we will be able to.
Okay. So where do you want to know in terms of like this new life, not new wife, but new life? What do you think as your game plan right now? You're going to work for 5 or 10 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need some help with consolidating or the choices that you have? Why did you get in touch with us?
Yes, I really wanted to talk about the consolidation part.
Yes.
I'm not quite, I feel like we have a lot of accounts all over the place. So wanted your advice about where to roll things into, whether to go into Voya or just go my other IRAs at Vanguard.
So the two Roth accounts are Vanguard, and is also the brokerage account at Vanguard?
Yes.
Oh, God bless you. Okay. Mark, are you listening? Have you been taking notes? I've got copious notes so far. Do you take notes like I do, or do you just listen and focus?
All in my head, Jill.
You do not.
That's why I forget half of what is said.
Okay. So here's what we got, Mark. So right now we've got some orphan accounts. We have the old Voya 401k. So there's two things that we could do with that. We have to look at, you don't have a traditional IRA anywhere floating around, do you?
Yes. My traditional IRA is at Vanguard.
Oh, so you have a Roth and a traditional there?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, Mark, let's give some direction to Mary. Old retirement accounts that have not yet been taxed, the pre-tax, those will go into the Vanguard IRA. So that would mean she's got 20 and 67 goes and adds to the 533,000. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's the 20, the 67, and the 3. Agreed, Mark? All those monies get popped into the Vanguard account, right?
I agree. Sometimes we advise people, we advise listeners to try and consolidate within retirement plans, but I think in this case, I prefer Vanguard.
Me too. So now, okay, by the way, Mary, this is a little bit of a pain in the neck because it is going to require you use Vanguard to help you. What's going to happen is you're going to contact Vanguard and you're going to say, hey, I've got this $533,000 IRA account. I have 3 old accounts and I need your help to transfer those assets in, the 20, the 67, and the 3. Okay. That's an easy one. Then what you also could do is, I'm just looking if there's any other asset to consolidate. Your husband's IRA is also at Vanguard?
Yes.
Okay. So then that's it. Those are the 3 orphan accounts that should move. The current retirement contribution, that 5% that you're putting into retirement, into the Roth, do you have to put 5 in to get 9? What's the minimum? Okay. So that's fine. Just keep doing that. Then what I think you ought to be doing is paying close attention to really how much money you're spending, because I think that for you guys, it wouldn't surprise me if all of a sudden you're like, actually, it's not 7. It's really more like 9. I don't know why I got a sense that like maybe there's a little drift here. So once you consolidate, that's fine. You can afford 9 because you're going to work. You're going to be able to support yourselves, and any leftover money, just pop it into the brokerage account. Don't worry about adding to even the Roth. The question I have, Mark, is how you think we should handle the fact that they have basically $1 million that hasn't been taxed. Should we start to pull money out and convert? Should her husband take money out because he's 59 like next year? Like, what do you think, Mark?
I mean, I would say I'm leaning towards just pulling it out. I don't know. I don't know if I would start converting right now. He's at the age where he can get his hands on it.
Because when the problem that we would have converting at this point, Mary, is that if you were to convert, then we'd burn up that brokerage account and your cash account. And I don't feel like you want to do that right now, right?
Right.
I like liquidity. So it would be possible. Let me just look at these tax rates for a second. So right now, 105, what's their top bracket right now? 22%, married filing jointly. Okay. So the married filing jointly for this tax year, your husband 59 and a half, when does he turn 60? Next year?
Yeah, next August.
Okay. So next year might be a year where I would look to pull a little bit of money out of his IRA up to that 22% bracket. So maybe you'll have to see like what your deductions look like, but you should figure this out. Do you file your own taxes, or do you work with an accountant or a tax preparer?
We have a tax preparer.
I think what you should say to the tax preparer is that that next year, your salary went up a little bit. They know about the SSDI and the VA, but you should say, we plan to withdraw up to the 22% taxable income limit of, let's call it around 200,000. So you're going to look at like the person doing your taxes is going to take all your data in for your April filing. That will be a good moment for you to say, okay, and by the way, for 2025, we're going to start pulling some money out. How much money can we pull out and stay in the 22% tax bracket? That's what you ask them. Okay. And you should pull it out. And you can just add it to your brokerage account. Don't feel like you have to spend it. Don't pay down that 2.99% mortgage. Add it to your brokerage account. And you should do that every year. It's interesting because it does give you a chance to get some of this money out more quickly. And, now that we know the results of the election, we kind of get the sense that tax rates are not going up so quickly. But let's take advantage of them while they are still here. So I think it may make sense to at least consider paying up for the 24% bracket. I'm just trying to figure out, looking at what their total income is going to be at retirement. So we have 8, I'm doing quick math, so stand by. And then we have Social Security checks, and then his $500 is $2,000. It looks to me like no matter what, you will be in the probably 22% bracket for the rest of your lives, even if you did nothing. I guess the question is, should we push you into 24% to get some of this money out so that we know that your taxes are paid for and done in case this money starts ballooning up, which it will, and at age 75, you're forced to take the money out. And so maybe that's something you can think about. I would at least take the money out at up to the 22% for sure. What else do we need to think about for you guys? Do you have your estate documents done?
We do. They probably need to be updated, but we can do that for sure.
Yeah, let's do that. And anything else we got to worry about with these adult children? You said they're launched, but is there any need to maybe think about doing something different for them? No,
they're good.
All right.
But I do have a question for you.
Sure.
About long-term care insurance.
Yes. Tell me. You mentioned that. I'm sorry. I missed it.
No, that's okay. My new employer has an option that I can take advantage of within the first 90 days of employment. Mm-hmm. And they have plans that pay $2,000, $4,000, $6,000 a month. There's all a range, and they range from $55 a month up to $120 a month. You can also add inflation riders for extra money per month. And it's really confusing. I don't even know to begin how much coverage we need, or do I even need it?
Would you mind sending us the information that you have? The reason I'm going to ask for that is I was recently looking at a plan of long-term care where it was the corporate benefit, but it wasn't actually long-term care. It was like a whole life insurance policy with a long-term care rider. If this is straight up long-term care insurance, I'm more inclined to at least look at it. Now, look, you guys have a lot of income, but maybe having, like, if you could have an extra $4,000 a month for very small dollars today, and even in the future as a corp, that might be something that could give you great peace of mind. I'm inclined to really take a hard look at it to see, and at the very least, maybe consider getting some coverage. Maybe not, you don't need $10,000 a month because you have income. So everyone listening, one of the things that is an idea around this long-term care insurance would be, hey, we know that they both have pensions. We know that there's going to be Social Security. But if one got really ill or needed long-term care that's not covered by Medicare, that this would be an extra stream of income to tap. And normally for us normies, if you buy this in the private marketplace, it's very expensive. But in your case, if this is cheap enough, I might say go ahead and do it. So I want to take a look at it for sure.
I really appreciate that.
Of course, Mark, you'll be taking a look at that. I hope you enjoy it. No, we'll look at it together. I promise. All right. We're going to send you off because we're going to do other fun things with other people not as fun as you. Mary from the Midwest, thank you for joining us. I wish you the best of luck. Give us a holler back if you need any help and send us that long-term care insurance information. If you have scenarios that have changed in your life, you've had a new job, there's new benefits offered for you, there are these orphan retirement accounts, you've shifted a career, something that's going on and you'd like our help, Mark and I are both certified financial planners. We'd love to hear from you. We might help guide you and get you where you want to go. Just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. While you're there, don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter and check out all the other free stuff that lives there. We got a blog, we got resources, awfully fun. Okay, so you got it all there. Bookmark JillOnMoney.com. Mark Talercio is our co-host and executive producer, as well as the king of all things web. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. If you would not mind, please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. Lift someone up, change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
Paramount Podcasts.